Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I have a review of some die-cast vehicles that I found at Walgreens. These are Jada vehicles, so these are all the Batmobiles that I found that look really cool to me. So the first one we have is the TV series Batmobile. Now the TV series of the Batman came out from 1966 to 1968. And looking at this, you can see how retro looking the Batmobile looked like. And it is really unique, the glass bubble, really good detail. The interior has great detail of the steering wheel and seats. I mean, that overhead view is just very cool. The bottom, a little bit simple, not much detail there. But the colors are very cool. Let's see if we can pull it back. It's one of those pullback vehicles. Yep, actually moves off. And here we got the Batman Forever Batmobile. And they call this like the rib Batmobile. As you can see, it looks like almost like a skeleton style, design all around it. Look at that big rocket exhaust in the back and that huge fin. It's just very menacing. I mean, looking at the top, it's pretty neat. It just has a lot of detail and you see all the rib lines and everything. You can kind of see the cockpit in there. There are actually two seats in there. It's tinted a little bit, but over here you can kind of see it clearly. And on the side, there's some detail of the engine. The bottom is another simple bottom, so not much there. So you pull this back and let it fly off. And then next, we have the 1989 Batman Batmobile. And this thing is the one that I grew up seeing when I was a kid. This thing is so cool when I first saw it. And I mean, it's just simple and clean. Look at that little detail on the side of the engine or whatever mechanical pieces that are part of this vehicle. Some small fins and also another rocket exhaust. Isn't that cool? I mean, looking at the top, very streamlined. I mean, you can tell that it can move through the air really quick. You can see through the cockpit, and there's two seats in there, a roof scoop into the engine, and then on the bottom, very smooth on the bottom. So let's see if I can pull this back, and whoops, kind of pull it back. Oh, it's not going. Let me see. Let me try that again. Oh, I guess it's kind of broken. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to push it. And then next, we have the Batman versus Superman Batmobile. And that was the movie in 2016 to 2017. I mean, look at this thing. There's so much weapons all over it. There's missiles and machine guns. And this is just like armor plating everywhere. It's very low compared to the other Batmobiles. But it's just really neat looking. And then looking at the back, not much to the back part of it. But mainly when you look at it on the top, I mean, you see all the design. The gun is not really movable or anything, so you gotta be careful. You don't want to break that part. It's very flimsy a little bit. But man, look at all the edges on this thing. That is just very cool. And then looking at the bottom, a lot of triangular pieces everywhere on the bottom, but not much to the bottom either. Try to pull this back and let it go. Okay, last we have the Tumbler from Batman Begins in 2005. This thing looks like a tank. I mean, it's massive compared to the other ones. I mean, look at the plating, and it just feels like you don't want to mess with this thing because there's just so much aggressiveness to it. I mean, even look at the back. There are 4 tires or wheels in the back, and then you got the rocket exhaust in the back too. There's just so much angles and pieces, armor plating. It feels like you can just run through anything on this thing. It's just so massive and wide. Try to park one of these things somewhere. And then the bottom's just all smooth, a little bit more plainer than actually the other ones too. So let me pull this back and let it go. So taking a look overhead of the Batmobiles and seeing the size difference, the Batman Forever, the number 2 Batmobile over there on the left, is the smallest, and then the last one, the Tumbler, is the biggest compared to all of them. Now, looking at the rear of them, 4 of the 5 actually has rocket exhaust, and the Batman vs Superman doesn't have one. So these were the Jada Diecast Batmobiles that are sold at Walgreens for $5.99. What do you guys think of these Batmobiles? Which one is your favorite? Or is there a Batmobile that you wish they had made? Let me know below in the comments, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more content. Thanks for watching.